Are we live? Are we live? We're live. Hello and welcome, everybody. I can see you guys tuning in on Zoom. Welcome to everybody tuning in on Instagram. Today we are ending off 2025. This is my last community call with all of you beautiful people. I can't believe it. And I'm so excited to have this opportunity to connect with you because it has been a big year. I'm going to quickly make Ruth my co-host so that she can let everybody in. And I'm going to open the chat and just ask you guys where in the world you're tuning in from. As you know, I love to celebrate our global community and I love to hear from you guys. So please know that if you're on Zoom, I really appreciate you having your cameras on. And anybody that is tuning in on Instagram, please say hi so that I can see that you're there. I can see Soraya is here. I can see who else is in the room. I can see Ruth is in the room. Phil is in the room. Manisha, Jacqueline, Paul. Hello, Sunny. Oh, that's Lesejo. Luida. Who's that? Luida, let me know what your first name is, if I'm saying it correctly. I can see Sky, I can see Wayne. Hello from South Africa. Oh, and I can see that there are some beautiful coaches. Frederico is tuning in from Bali, where I just spent some beautiful time. Kim, Debbie, Uncle Chris. Hello, Allison. Hello, John. I wish I could say hello to absolutely everybody, but I'm so excited to have you guys here for this last community call of 2025. It has been a hell of a ride, right, guys? Wowzers, it's been intense. There's been so much that has happened this year, and I think so many people are saying, but how can it be this intense? But the reality is that it was perfectly aligned to be this intense because it was the year of the snake, and the year of the snake was the shedding. Oh, I don't know if I've had someone from Uganda in a long time. Welcome, Chris from Uganda. It is the year of shedding all of those parts of yourselves that no longer serve you, that have not been working for you for a really long time, but you've been stubbornly holding on to, and now they've needed to move and they've needed to end their cycle. And so those of you that have resisted this unveiling of those aspects of you, those habits, those things about you, will have really struggled this year. I know there were certain aspects that I didn't want to see. And is that you guys, by the way? Is this making sense to you guys? Let me know if any of you had a really challenging year. It brought on a lot, but it was also coupled with the fact that it was a year of the nine. And so we were ending massive cycles. It's a 10-year cycle. And then there was an additional thing that I'm not sure if you guys knew about, and I don't know if I've actually mentioned it before, but Neptune has been in Pisces for the last 14 years. And so that cycle, a 14-year cycle, finished on the 12th of December. So that was 4 days ago. And that was also a huge ending of a cycle. And I can definitely feel a shift in the last 4 days. Can anybody else feel the shift in the last 4 days? Let me know. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the energy I'm feeling into at the moment, but I also want to help you finish off 2025 in a beautiful, positive way and go through a couple of tools and techniques that you can make that happen for yourselves. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And yes, very challenging. Yes, it was a big year. Yes. Hands going up. Okay, so we're all on the same page. Now, this insane energy of Neptune feels like a lot of work. It feels like the last 12 years, last 14 years have been like a lot of work, a lot of deep work. And actually, I was watching a video earlier on, and it was all about that this cycle, this group of cycles is going to end with us. And so we have to do all of the work. And if we look at our grandparents, our great grandparents, our parents, and then us, this is sort of the generation that has been chosen to lead us into the age of Aquarius. And that requires a lot of work. And so you see these jars, and they've got red grape juice in. And the great grandparents pour the red grape juice into the grandparents. And the grandparents pour the red grape juice into our parents. And in our parents, a little bit of water is spilt. And our parents spill that water and the red grape juice into us. And then all of a sudden, we are the generation that goes, enough. We need to have drastic change, not a little bit of change, but drastic change. And so then we grab onto as much water as we can find to filter out, to clean out all of the grape juice. But it requires so much water. If you're pouring into your vessel, it requires so much water for that grape juice to then run clear. And so we pour and we pour and we pour. And the last 14 years feels like the most intensive time of pouring that energy into ourselves, of clearing stuff up, of moving into alignment with the highest version of ourselves, the version of ourselves that is actually the truth of us. There is nothing to heal. Really, it is just to peel away what we've learned, what we thought was true, and return to our love-filled, expansive selves that are unlimited, that are pure, unconditional love, that are the light that we wish to see in the world. And this is the work that I do, right? This is the work that I support you in. But it requires you showing up not just once, but consistently. And that's where a lot of people kind of fall away, is they think, okay, I'm just going to do this one thing once. And then, everything is going to shift. And you know what? Things will shift from doing one amazing thing once. Your energy vibration, your frequency are going to be lifted and they're going to shift. But it's the consistent actions of raising your vibrational frequency, of having that awareness, of implementing the knowledge that you're gathering so that it can transmute into wisdom. That is where the magic lies, right? It's allowing yourself to be present with yourself and growing the tools and techniques to reframe, refocus, transform all that comes your way so that every single thing feels like this beautiful gift that is flowing through your life, right? And this is part of what I want to speak to you about today, because I want you to look back on this year and see that this year actually held such beautiful, beautiful gifts. Does that make you feel excited? Wouldn't it be nice to end this year with feeling like, oh my goodness, it's not the end of the year and I haven't achieved what I needed to, but ending the year going, oh my goodness, what a beautiful year. I'm so glad I got to live it. Right? So I do want to check one thing quickly, because all right, I'm just making sure my little AI companion is on. Because so often I do these calls and then my AI companion is not on, and I've gotten so used to it's like summarizing everything that we've done. So thank you for that. So if you are ready to feel like that about your life, about your last year, give me a hell yeah in the comments. I want to know that you guys are still with me and that you are feeling good. And you know, I am very pro a little hell's yeah, and doing a little dance in your chair, just so that you can get that energy vibration going up. And I see Lesejo smiling at me. Oh, there go her hands. Nice, Lesex. I love it. I love it. I love it. And to everyone else on Instagram, I'm picturing you guys doing this right now. Hello from Boston, Massachusetts, USA. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, little cat. I wonder if I'm saying your name correctly. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah on Instagram as well. Wonderful. Hello, Ilza. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I I am wanting to go through a few steps that I know that I go through every year that really just helps me ground in the fact that I'm not going to allow my monkey mind to run riot because how many of us allow that to happen, right? We allow our monkey mind to run riot and go, but I was supposed to do this and I was supposed to do that and I should have done this and I should have done that and I haven't achieved what I needed to this year. And how many of you are feeling like that? How many of you are feeling like this year was just like there was so much that happened that was not what you planned? It was just like curveball, curveball, curveball. Sorry, can you just wait one moment? Uno momento, por favor. And you're trying to start things and you're trying so hard and you're working so hard. And yes, 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 hell yes. Oh my gosh, all the time. These are your comments coming through, right? And that's perfect. Sorry, guys. I know that that sounds terrible, but that's perfect for what was happening this year. That was perfect for what needed to be in existence this year, because this year was not a year for starting things. This is a year for ending things, for planning, visualizing what is coming next, but not starting it. And so, for those of you who are dying to launch something, I am inviting you to keep preparing, keep being happy, keep carrying on with your things, but plan your launches for after the 17th of February. I know it's still a month and a half, almost 2 months, 2 months away, Susanna. What do you mean? Wait till then. But until then, you can start doing all the prep work, guys. You can start putting out the social media. You can start putting out the adverts. You can start doing all of those things, but just don't actually launch before then, because you will still be caught in the snake energy, which is the shedding and not the beginnings. And you will still be caught in some of the, because there are different communities believe that the new year starts on different dates. So you're still going to be caught in that. So just wait till after the 17th of February and then launch. And then it will be much, much better. It will be much, much easier. It will be much, much smoother. So the invitation is to breathe, take a breath, exhale, allow yourself to just land in the present. Be in the present. Take care of yourself in the present. And this leads me to how I end my year to make sure that the next year that I have is going to be a beautiful one. Because without finishing something, you can't start something else, because that thing is not finished. It's not complete. It's not created in a way that it can now rest. And so we have to finish things. So it's about creating that clarity and that exhale that brings gratitude. And that's what I want you to do. And so there's lots of different ways of doing this. But one of the ways that I really love to do, and a lot of the top performers in the world, like Tony Robbins and Mel Robbins and all of these beautiful people, they do this as well, is you grab your phone, right? And you look through your photographs and you start with January last year. And every month you write down, like, what was brilliant about January last year? Like, what were the beautiful gifts that came to me in January last year? What were the challenges that I faced in January last year? And how did I get through these things? What was the expansion? What was the awareness? What was the thing that I took away from these moments, right? it's so important to reflect in that way. What was beautiful about it? What challenged me about it? How did I show up in that situation? If I got to do that over again, like if I was handed a crystal ball and I got to do that over again, how would I behave differently? What choices would I make differently? Right? January 2024. We're looking back, sorry, 2025. We're looking back on this year, right? So you look at every month in that way. What was beautiful about it? What was challenging about it? How did I react to the challenges? And if I could have been my highest self, how do I wish I could have responded in those situations? And so what this does, and then final one, what was the gift? What was the gift that came out of that situation? Because even the most challenging things, all of them, they all have a gift in the situation if you are open to receiving that gift. And if you do those things, if you just do those things that I'm telling you, and for those that are part of mini manifestation that are in here, I want you to write those steps down and I want you to share them in our WhatsApp group. For those of you who are not part of my year-long manifestation group, you're welcome to join me. The program is all about healing and aligning to the highest version of yourself so that you co-create a life that you truly, truly love and that you move through everything with more ease and grace and attract more of what you want. So if you want to be a part of that program, dive into the link in my bio and you can join that. Otherwise, I will pop it in the link below. And I'm getting Little Cat is saying, I cannot believe how spot on you are with all of this. Yay! So glad it's resonating. For all of you watching on Instagram, please, after this live, comment on this post because what happens is Instagram doesn't share all your comments, which sucks. And so all of them are lost. So it really helps the algorithm if you comment afterwards on the posts. But if you do this process, if you go through looking at all of these things, all of the gifts that happen for you, you will have a grateful heart and you will be able to see in the big picture of things how beautiful your year actually was. And I want you to take note of what made you happiest. Like I was looking now and well, I was looking yesterday and I've been looking today because it takes a few days, guys. It's not like a sit down in one session and you get it done. It could take you a few days. Maybe you do, but like it takes me a few days. And the time I spend with family, the time I spend with loved ones and friends, the time I spend on my own, connecting with nature, the time I spend on my own connecting with source, with divinity, with all that is, getting all the downloads and the information that I need for my community, the time I spend sharing with all of you, the time I spend traveling and exploring new places and new experiences and doing things that take me out of my comfort zone so that I can find new comfort zones. Those are my highlights, right? Those are my highlights. So you've got now all of these beautiful things that you did. You've got all of these beautiful things that you did. And now you can look at where you were challenged. And in those challenges, you can go, I really wish I had handled it this way. But instead of saying, I really wish I had handled it this way, you can say, the next time the universe provides me with an opportunity to respond to a situation just like this one, this is how I would like to respond. This is how I will respond. And you write it down. So that next time you're in that situation, you don't have to think about, like, what do I need to do? You already know it's there. You've done the work. It's there. Love your infectious smile and energy. Bless you. Bless you too. Thank you. So you've got that down. So now you're learning from where you came from. You're expanding, you're shifting, right? And then you go, okay, so now I've done a tally. I know what I'm grateful for. I know how I want to respond next time I get the opportunity to respond. I know the silver lining. I know all of the gifts that came out of all of this, even the deepest challenges. What were the gifts, right? And you guys in my community, I've worked with you on this many times before. And so you know how to work through this. And if Mini Manifestation wants, group wants a refresh in our Q&A just now, let me know. And if you guys want to join Mini Manifestation, jump in the link in my bio or send me a DM. But we find the gifts in this. And now we move to the next year. Because now we've been able to close off that year. We've got the gratitude, we've got the gifts, right? And we're equipped with a toolbox of new responses. So now we can close this year. Who do you want to send a message of gratitude to? Send a message of gratitude. Thank you for this opportunity to expand. Thank you for this moment of love. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for whatever it is. Send those messages out. And now we get ready for the next year, because now the next year is arriving. And in the next year, we are co-creators. So we always trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for you. Every single thing is unfolding perfectly for you. Always, no exception. I recently had an opportunity to reframe a situation very quickly, connect with my guides, and I shifted it completely. And usually it would take me a little while to process something like this, but it was so smooth. It was so easy. It was so clear. And this is something that for me is very present in this new energy that's coming in, is instant manifestation. Literally at the moment, guys, I just think something and it arrives. It's that quick. So I'm having to be super careful to watch my thoughts, because it's just like boom, like that. The negative and the positive, the ones that make me feel good and the ones that don't make me feel good. It's like, dang, it's there, it's arrived. So watch your thoughts going forward into 2026, because there is this propelling energy. It is the forward energy, and it's the instant manifestation energy. So watch your thoughts. And remember, when your thought is attached to your feeling, it's there, right? So after doing all of this, tapping into yourself, like really holding on to yourself, breathing everything in. And even if you guys take a deep breath right now, and you exhale, and you think about, okay, what are the cycles that I repeated last year that I don't want to repeat again? What are the cycles that I repeated for the last 14 years that I don't want to repeat again? What are the cycles that I've repeated for the last however old you are that I don't want to repeat again? And you write those down. Which disempowering beliefs do I still have that control my reality? Which disempowering beliefs do I still have that I can see still control my reality, because I've seen the effects of them playing out? And you write them down. You're going to then write the complete opposite of what those beliefs are. And those are going to become your mantras going forward. You're going to drill them into your head going forward. So that's one of the things you're going to do. You're also going to look at, now that I know that's what brought me joy, how can I create more space for it next year? So my invitation for 2026, instead of scheduling work first, instead of scheduling what you have to do, the to-do list first, I want you to schedule in love. That's what I want you to schedule in. I want you to schedule in love first. I want you to schedule in self-love first, the time that you can spend with yourself, filling you up. What fills you up? What makes you feel full and delicious and beautiful and wonderful? I've just spent a whole month in Bali refilling, pouring. It was delicious, guys. It was so good. A whole month of pouring into myself, and I needed it. I really, really needed it. So, what do you need? Schedule it. Don't allow yourself to get to burnout. Work out. Like, where are your quarterly holidays? Yes, your quarterly holidays. At least 4-day weekend. At least minimum, please. Por favor, guys. If not, a week's break, if you can do it quarterly. What I like to do is do a week break quarterly, and then twice a year take a month's break. Like, that's how I like to do it, to keep myself refilled and in alignment. And this year I didn't. And so no wonder I was in such desperate need of refilling. If you do that, if you work out that every quarter you have at least 1 week holiday, no work, just refill, adventure, deliciousness, right? And then twice a year you get 2 weeks if you can't do a month. But if you can do a month and a month, that's amazing. But just do what you can, right? Schedule it in. A date with yourself every week. 1 date with yourself every week. That's not a lot to ask, guys. I know it sounds like a lot to ask. It's not a lot to ask. Take yourself on a date. And how long do you spend on a date? Guys, do you go for an hour on a date? No, you don't. You take the whole evening or the whole Saturday. Why do you deserve less? You don't. You deserve exactly the same, if not more, of what you share with everyone that you love. So please, this is my invitation. You schedule in love first. Look after yourself so that you can show up as the most beautiful, brilliant, delicious version of you that you can be. Schedule in love with loved ones second. Who are you going to see? When are you going to see them? Ruth, please, can you share the link for Phil? Phil wants the link for mini manifestation. Can you share that on Instagram and on Zoom? She's asked for it. Thank you. Then you schedule time with your loved ones. Who are your loved ones that you want to prioritize spending time with? Spend time with them. Schedule that in. I've just got, like, in my calendar, I've got a one that's called Love, and it's quality time with friends and family. And I've just scheduled it in, right? And then at the beginning of the week or at the beginning of the month, I will then reach out and create dates with different people so that I make sure I spend time with them. And that is scheduled for love. For love, for happiness. Guys, you deserve to be happy. All right? So, number 3, fun, adventure, right? Fun and adventure. Is there somewhere you want to travel? Is there a new hobby you want to pick up? What do you want to do? Schedule it in. Then, and only then, do you schedule work in. But Susanna, how am I going to fit everything in? Just do it, kids. Just do it. Just try it. Start prioritizing your bliss, your happiness. When I was in Bali, it's been happening for a while now, when I channel or when I'm in doing a breathwork session or something else, I just start singing. Like, my voice just opens up and it just starts singing. And And I have always been scared of singing. I've spoken on stage in front of 4,000 people, but if you ask me to sing, I'm like, oh, hey. I get like all shy. So my mission this year, I can't believe I'm sharing this publicly, is to sing. I'm going to do that thing that makes me scared. And you know what? I started in Bali. And of course, the universe, being its abundant, generous, supportive self, kept putting me in situations where I would sing. And it was so lovely. And have I made peace with my voice? Have I like, does it sound beautiful yet? It's still scary and it's still messy. But am I showing up and doing my best? Yes. With my brave little big girl panties on, I am. So can I ask you guys with a big hell yeah, will you schedule those three things before you schedule work? Self-care. That means exercise. That means a hot bath. That means a walk on the beach. That means feeding yourself good food. That all of that good stuff, right? Loved ones. And then also happiness, things that make you happy, that challenge you, that grow you, that relax you, those things. Then work, right? Can I have a hell yeah? Because I can see you guys there and I can see the energy is like going like this. But can I get a hell yeah? Can I? Can I? Okay, there's hearts going up. Yeah! And there's hell yes. Okay, yay. Wonderful. Then, once you've done that, you're going to take a few minutes and you're going to write down some of the things that you would love to experience, right? What would you love to experience from a career perspective, from a just personal achievement perspective? And you're going to put those in. You're going to schedule time for those, right? I'm going to be working on my singing once a week, twice a week, whatever it is. And it's in there. I designed a clothing brand while I was in Bali, which I'm so excited to show you guys next year. It's been bubbling for such a long time. And every time I've worn something, everybody's like, oh my gosh, where did you get them? And I'm like, it's going to launch next year. I'm super excited. I still need labels, which is the wrong time of the year to be getting labels made, but I'm super, super excited. I can't wait to launch it. Scary? Yes. Something completely new and different? Yes. And no, because I've been making clothes since I was a kid, but I've never had my own brand, right? So I am sharing this with you because we need space to be creative. We need space to do these things that set our souls on fire because otherwise we're just existing. And I don't want you to just exist. I want you to live completely fully. I want you to live in a way that makes you end the year going, look at what I did. And you will, guys, because even though you don't know it, when you start going through your photographs and start looking at all the memories you've created, even though they might not have looked like the memories that you thought you needed to create, they are beautiful memories. But the more you step into bliss, the more you step into surrender, the more you step into this flow and acceptance and willingness to allow life to flow through you instead of you controlling all of it, the more your life is going to have miracles like bam, 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 all of these little bubbles popping. The right opportunities, the right people, they're just going to appear in your life, right? I saw an image of an island and I was like, oh, that's where I want to do my retreat. A couple of weeks later, I saw a friend of mine was on that island. I was like, that's where I want to do a retreat. She was like, you got it, you'll love it. Then I met a friend in Bali. He was like, I know exactly where you need to do your retreat. Next thing, I'm going to that island to go and visit this island. And all of them are like in cahoots to help me go to this island so that I can run retreats there because it is beautiful, guys. It is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen both with my own eyes or even like on a screen in a photograph. It is so beautiful. But not only is it beautiful, it's called entire, and it has been created with the utmost care and dignity. It is so authentically aligned with being conscious of every detail of the environment, of being present, and the energy of that space that they've created. Oh, guys, it is amazing. The colors are phosphorus. They are so beautiful and bright. I arrived, I took my shoes off and I didn't put them on for 6 days. I was just grounded the whole way. And you guys know how I love a good grounding. I was just grounded for 6 solid days. It was amazing. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm looking at May next year as a possibility. If you want to come on this retreat, it is going to be a combination of refilling and really stepping into a space of feeling refilled and centered, expanded, and then that will happen there. And then I'm going to hop over to Bali, because this is a little island off Bali, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to go and see the most beautiful places I've seen in Bali together, and go and have like a little bit of fun. So it'll be a 2-part retreat. You can just come for 1 part or both parts, but I think the 2 parts together are just deliciousness on overload. So if you would like to come, DM me, say, yes, I want details, because there's a maximum of 20 people. I can't take more than 20 people. It's a small container. So let me know if you guys want to do that. And let me know how you felt about this session. Did it help you? Was it good? Are you guys feeling good? I know I've run into time with my mini manifestation group, but I'm going to dive in with you guys, and I'm going to give you a few extra steps to add on to this. For those of you who want to join my year-long program, you can DM me or jump into the link in my bio, or if you are on my mailing list, you can email me and we will send you a link so that you can start with us in the new year. We are taking a month's break over Christmas, which is exciting, and then we'll be launching again, and there's beautiful new additions that I'm bringing in. I'm so excited, and I'm just sending you all so, so, so much love. I want to deeply acknowledge you for showing up and being the love and the light that you wish to see in this world. And I can see that little cat, you've been so active. I love it. You saying this was destiny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's such a pleasure. I'm so glad that you got to be here today. This is exactly what I needed. I'm just reading some of your comments. Oh my goodness, I need this retreat. I'm smiling so much. This sounds amazing. Thank you for all the hints and tips. I'm definitely going to try this. Beautiful. Yay, guys. I'm so glad that this was helpful for you. For everyone on mini manifestation, do you want to just stay in here in this link? Or yeah, I think let's actually end it and I'll start your new one. I'll be with you guys in like 5 minutes, however long this call takes to download. And for everyone watching on Instagram or YouTube, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for the amazing session. It's a pleasure, my darling. I'm so glad you got something out of it. For those of you who are not part of my mini manifestation course or part of my membership, if you'd like to give a donation to say thank you to my team, you can make one at PayPal, thrive@susannakennedy.com. We really appreciate it. This is my gift to you guys, but if you would like to support my team, I really, really appreciate it. They are working endlessly to make sure that things are handled beautifully for you guys, and so we appreciate the support. Lots of love. See you guys all in a minute.